8:14, and whether it was Baltimore budget situation, the Baltimore City Community College president's high cash compensation, the federal earmarks flowing into Baltimore or city nonprofits receiving big taxpayer grants. Together with OpenTheBooks.com, Fox 45 broke these stories on air. And joining us this morning to recap their findings is the CEO and founder of OpenTheBooks.com, Adam Andrzejewski. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Tom.
I want to talk about the letter grade D, first of all. Truth in accounting for our viewers, what does that mean, and does it impact them?
Well, for every taxpayer in Baltimore, they owe $14,000 just to cover the promises made by Baltimore politicians, but these promises were never funded. So the taxpayers are upside down $3 billion. Truth in accounting gives Baltimore a fiscal grade of a D, ranked against the top 75 most populous cities across America. Baltimore is actually 67th, so the financial picture in Baltimore isn't good. And Tom, this is after over $700 million worth of COVID aid, and the income tax collections last year were up 10%. So Baltimore's in poor fiscal shape.
Yeah, and the state had a $6 billion surplus, too, not too long ago. So there's a lot of questions there about the functionality of it. There's also something, though, that you broke that was pretty incredible, and still working on that, how much money the BCCC president received since she was hired in 2019. The community college is doing since her hiring.
Well, the community college isn't doing well. Obviously, there's another graduation coming up here in May, but through last year in May, the graduation numbers since May of 2019 had dropped substantially under Deborah McCurdy's administration. Now, last year in 2023, she made $460,000. That was actually down from nearly $600,000 she made in 2022. In 2022, she was according to our data at OpenTheBooks.com, the second most highly compensated junior college president in the country. She's made nearly $2 million of cash compensation since she was hired in May of 2019.
Adam, another story that you broke, this is on the city of Baltimore. Nonprofits receiving big grants from the city, but not properly being registered with the state. Have you seen any improvement at all since you broke that story?
So, Tom, last December, we took a look at the top nonprofits in the city receiving city grants. We found about 40 of them before we broke the story that weren't registered with the state under the Charitable Solicitation Act law with Maryland. And so we reached out to them, and 8 of them cured. We had 32 that weren't properly registered. They had received $65 million worth of city grant funding. Since then, about 9 of them have cured. Since the middle of February, there was about 23 left. So we're seeing marginal improvement, but it's not going fast enough. This law exists to prevent ripoffs of the public. Why have a law if you're not going to enforce it? And these entities can receive tens of millions of dollars in city grant funding.
Looking at the numbers and asking the questions with OpenTheBooks.com CEO and founder Adam Andrzejewski. Thank you so much for doing what you do.
Thank you, Tom.